What's going on, everyone? Abel Albonetti here, Bodybuilding.com and MuscleTech athlete. Today, I'm going to do a live chest workout for you. We're going to jump straight into this, but of course, before you do any kind of workouts, you need to warm up. So I'm going to warm up my rotator cuffs a little bit and start off with some light incline bench press, and then we're going to jump into the working sets. So I'm going to try today to do around 5 sets of 8 reps. So we're going to go pretty heavy on incline bench press. Now, the reason why I'm starting on incline is because a lot of guys have problems growing their upper chest. So I want to focus on the upper chest at the beginning of the workout while I'm really strong. And then when I start to fatigue, I'm going to go down the chest, doing more flat and doing more flies and stuff like that to isolate the chest. So we're going to do the main compound movement first. I'm going to start off with the 50-pound dumbbells just to get the movement right on the incline press. Don't want to go to failure on warm-ups for sure. You just want to go to around 8 reps or something just to really stretch out the chest, get the blood in that muscle. That's the main point of doing warm-ups, just so you don't tear your muscles and stuff. Because if I go straight into my heavy working set and I'm cold, then I'm going to have an injury for sure, eventually. I just got done taking my pre-workout from MuscleTech, the Vapor X5. Kind of help get me going here, because I normally work out in the afternoon, not in the mornings. So I have to get something to kind of wake me up a little bit.
We have a quick question about your pre-workout routine. Do you ever do cardio before you start your workout to warm up, or just weights?
Do I do cardio before the workout? I do sometimes. It depends on how cold it is. Right now we're going into fall and winter, so I will at those times go in there and warm up for around 5 to 10 minutes, do cardio. But during the summer, I normally don't get on the treadmill or anything like that, because just doing a few sets before your working sets, that's enough for me. But during the winter when you're really cold, yeah, getting on the treadmill and stuff, walking for about 5 to 10 minutes is great. All right, let's do the second warm-up set. I'll grab the 70-pound dumbbells here.
Question about your pre-workout drink. What are the typical ingredients you look for in a pre-workout?
Really, the nitric oxide stuff in pre-workouts and the caffeine is what's really going to help get you going. I mean, a lot of the times it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm doing cardio, I will take just like a amino build with energy in it, just to give me a little caffeine before doing my cardio. Now, before a workout, I like to have the nitric oxide inside of the pre-workout stuff to kind of help get that blood flowing. And pre-workouts typically have more caffeine in it than just like your amino build with energy. Amino build with energy is great to have before doing cardio and stuff, because it only has around 100 milligrams of caffeine, so it's not going to get you all like jittery and stuff. All right, getting a little bit warm here. I'm gonna go up to the third warm up. So I'm gonna go to the 90s now. And this will be my last warm up set before the working weights.
Question from Nikos on YouTube. He asked, Do you do a different workout every single time you're at the gym, or are you on a set program right now?
Yes, I do a different workout every single day. Now, it typically stays around the same, but I will either like add some reps or add some sets. So every workout's different. I'm not going to the gym week on doing the exact same workouts every day. I go and, one day, let's say I'm working chest today, I'm lifting heavy weight for around 8 reps. The next workout, I'll go maybe 10 reps or do, instead of 5 sets, do 7 sets. So I'm always changing it up in every single workout. Rest periods between this, the compound movements with the bench presses will be somewhere around like a minute to 90 seconds. And then when we go into the isolation movements, I'm only gonna rest for around 45 seconds.
Sorry about that. Do you typically like to keep the order the same on your workout routines, or stick to like kind of what's your routine on that?
No, I changed it up completely. So today was we're doing the major compound movement first. Let's say the next workout, I will start with flies and stuff, doing more isolation to pre-exhaust the muscle. So it's never the same. So I will just switch it up. It's all about muscle confusion to me. So I'm gonna do stuff that my body's not used to. So if I feel my body's getting used to doing incline movements first, I'll go do flat press. So whatever it's gonna take to actually get that muscle to adapt and change. All right, we're gonna jump into the heavy set, the first heavy set. I'm gonna put on a weight belt here. I like when I go heavy on any kind of movements to get on a weight belt. We're gonna go to the 110s and try to squeeze out 8 reps. Now, if I have 8 reps easy and I can go up in weight, then I will go up. But this is gonna be the test to see how strong I am. A lot of the times I go by a day and like how I feel. Certain days I'm a little bit stronger than others. So if I can't do this for 8 to 10 reps, then I'll stay at this weight. But if I can easily get, let's say, 10 reps above, then I'm gonna go up in weight. And if you see this on my leg, this is not a tumor, this is the mic. Try not to crush it with these dumbbells. All right, so that was 8, I would say easy reps. So I'm gonna go up in weight.
After each of your sets, people are noticing that you like to squeeze your chest. Is that for muscle contraction, muscle-mind connection, or for pump?
Really, it's to get the blood into the muscle. I'm still warming up. For me, it will take me around 20 minutes into my workout before I actually feel warmed up. Like even after doing those 110s for 8 reps, I still don't feel fully warmed up. It's gonna take maybe a few more sets. I would say probably one more before I actually feel really warmed up. So for me, squeezing the chest is gonna help drive that blood into that muscle. I'm gonna try the 125s next. You guys, I have some dumbbell boys that's gonna grab the big dumbbells for me so I don't have to tote them around. Or they're gonna be rolled to me. That's the way to do it.
Raul on Facebook wants to know, why are you wearing a belt when you're training chest?
For me, it kind of keeps me from arching my back when I'm doing incline bench press. A lot of the times, my lower back, I have lower back issues from when I was a kid. Me and my dad flipped a 4-wheeler, and ever since then, I have had lower back issues. Now, over time, it's gotten better. Doing deadlifts and stuff, really strengthening that core and stuff has helped. But if I start to lift heavy on any kind of movements that I'm putting a lot of pressure on my lower back, so even on a bench press, your back, you're crinkling up your back a little bit, so that's gonna keep my lower back from kind of arching a little bit. So that's why I use a belt on my heavy lifts. I used to not do that, and I feel that you can strengthen your core a little bit more if you don't use a belt, but it's not worth me getting an injury over because I used to live with lower back pain. All right, let's jump into this next set. We'll see how many reps we can get with this. They have the 150s over there. They told me to use them, but they said they've never been used before here at Bodybuilding besides one person, which he was maybe 100 pounds heavier than me. But I don't know if I'm feeling that strong today. All right, that was 8 reps there. I could have squeezed out probably 10. So I could go up heavier, but I think I'm gonna stay with that right now. Do one more set of this, and if I can easily get 8 again, I might go up again. We'll see.
Question from Abby on YouTube. Do you prefer dumbbells or barbells when training chest?
That is a good question. I like to switch it up. I like dumbbells. For whatever reason, I feel I get a better contraction doing dumbbell presses and stuff more than doing barbell. Now, of course, when doing barbell, you can lift a lot more weight, but a lot of times that doesn't really accumulate to more muscle. But it's good to change things up. I will go from the last workout I did, which was like, I don't know, 4 days ago with chest, I focused on barbell. So this is just to switch it up a little bit and use dumbbells and stuff. I feel that you get a better range of motion as well. With a barbell, you're in a fixed position, but dumbbells, you can go in, you can go down. So I feel you're able to get a better contraction and stuff with dumbbells. So that's the reason why I like using dumbbells so much.
How do you typically deal with an uneven chest?
An uneven chest. Never had that issue, but a lot of people actually ask that question. And to fix that, I'd really do like one muscle, like work it one at a time. So if you're doing a bench press, do one arm, then the other, just to really focus on both sides of your chest. Because I have talked to people and stuff and they have that issue, and one particular side will take all the weight than the other. Same thing with like doing legs and stuff, but it's good to do one arm at a time so that you're making sure you're getting both sides, hitting them evenly. So that would be my suggestion, is just do work one muscle or one side at a time. Now I'm gonna mix my aminos. I like to sip on BCAAs. I got my amino build here. So I take right at like a scoop and a half of amino build throughout my workouts. Just sip on it a little bit. And then I also typically bring a gallon of water to the gym. So I'm sipping on water and aminos throughout my whole workout. I will drink up to a gallon of water in each workout. But the only reason why, or I can do that, is because I got a gallon of water with me. If I didn't have that gallon sitting there with me, I would never drink that much liquid, but it's good to have it there, because if you have it, you'll drink it.
What are your thoughts on MuscleTech's pre-build, and what is your favorite flavor?
Pre-build, one of my favorite pre-workouts. The gummy worm is amazing. That stuff tastes so good. One of my favorite pre-workouts out there. It works really well, but the taste is just phenomenal. All right, let's jump into this, I guess, second working set. All right, or really third, because the 110s. failure there. That was 10 reps. So I'm gonna stick at that weight. Do another 2 sets.
During your chest workouts, do you typically do incline bench or a flat bench, and why?
Incline. I'm a big incline person. Flat bench press is great, but doing incline, I think, is the reason why I have developed my chest so much. I can feel the muscle working a little bit more doing incline. To me, flat hits the front delts too much of my shoulders and stuff. So if I'm really trying to focus on my chest that day, I'm really gonna try to focus on the incline movements. And like I was saying earlier, a lot of guys don't have an upper chest. They can have that bottom shelf and stuff, but they don't have the upper chest. So doing a lot of incline work will help that.
Do you ever incorporate decline exercises for chest, and is there a point to them?
Decline, I know a lot of people do them. I'm not gonna lie, I have not done decline in over a year. I don't even remember the last time I did a decline bench press, anything. That, to me, just hits my shoulders, and I have some shoulder problems, and that just really acts up my shoulders a whole lot. I'm not sure why. I guess it's the range of motion down here, but my shoulders will take everything, so I never do decline work.
How often do you train your chest?
Really once a week. Now, I train, right now I'm in the off season, so I train each muscle group really heavy and stuff, so I have to let it recover a little bit longer. So I will do chest about once a week. Now, if, let's say I did last week, I did legs twice. This week I'll do back twice. The next week I'll do like chest twice. So I kind of switch it up between there, doing one muscle group twice a week. So next week, I guess I'll do chest twice. It's just really changing it up. When I was getting ready for a contest and photo shoots and stuff, I was working each muscle group twice a week, but I wasn't lifting as heavy and stuff. So it didn't take as long for my body to recover as it does now, because I'm in my off season. So I'm just lifting, you know, way heavier than what I was when I was trying to lose body fat. All right, let's go. That set was heavy. So I got one more of this. This is what I want to get to. Getting really fatigued here. That's good. I want to burn out this chest.
Is grunting directly correlated to gains?
Yes. If you don't grunt, you will not grow. No, I'm kidding. No, if I'm in a commercial gym and stuff, I don't normally grunt like this, but we're in an empty gym and stuff, and grunting, I think it does help actually. I think if you got one more rep in the tank and it's really hard, I think if you let out a grunt, you'll be able to get that rep.
Switching gears a little bit here, you said that you were in your off season. How has your diet and macros changed?
Ooh, they've changed so much. I would say right now I'm eating about 1,000 calories over what I was eating about 2 months ago when I was cutting. And what's really changed for me is having more carbs. When I was getting ready for stuff, photo shoots, I'm a person that goes really low in carbs. I don't go keto, but I'll do carb cycling. So I'll do like 2 days very low to no carbs. And then on that third day, I will have around 200 to 300 carbs. And right now, I've not cut out carbs unless it's like an off day. If I take a complete off day, I won't have carbs besides vegetables and stuff. So maybe around 40, 50 carbs below. But now that I'm in my off season, I have carbs typically about every day. and they're about 150 some days to upwards of 250. So I still carb cycle even though I'm in the off season.
Somebody wants to know, what are some weird food combinations that you actually enjoy, but others would find super disgusting?
Food combinations. I like to put peanut butter on my eggs and egg whites. A lot of people think that's disgusting, but if you haven't tried it, you got to. It tastes amazing. I think when you diet for so long, weird stuff tastes really good to people. That and my family, I've done this since I was a little kid, but chicken noodle soup, getting a sandwich, like a peanut butter sandwich, dip it into your chicken noodle soup. Is that weird? I don't know. Tastes amazing. I've done it ever since I was a little child. Random, but a lot of people think that's disgusting. I've always does it sound disgusting? Because I don't think it does, and it's amazing.
Grilled cheese and tomato soup is one thing.
Cheese and tomato soup? No, I don't do that. It has to be peanut butter sandwiches and tomato soup and chicken noodle soup. I guess I love peanut butter. All right, last set on here. Let's get this. Come on. Oh my gosh. I think that was a 1 minute rep. I did not think I was going to get that. That was 8 reps.
Note to the fans, spotters always needed.
Spotter wasn't needed there, see? If I would have had a spotter, I'd never been able to do that. I'd been like, take it. If you don't have a spotter, then it makes you push a little bit harder, but you could potentially die under a bar, not dumbbells. Another reason why I like dumbbells, I don't typically work out with a workout partner. So at dumbbells, if you hit failure, just tump them over. Barbell, you get stuck. Dumbbells, you just drop them off.
A huge fan is dying to know, if you were stuck on a desert island that apparently has a gym, what 3 supplements from MuscleTech would you take with you and why?
If I was stuck on a desert island, what 3 supplements? I would say the Amino Build by MuscleTech, the Icy Rocket Freeze for sure, one of my favorite flavors. Of course, you gotta have protein because protein is gonna keep you alive and stuff. So 100% Whey Gold, NitroTech, chocolate peanut butter, my favorite flavor. And then I would say creatine, which would be a CellTech Hyper Build. So those 3 supplements, I would say, would be my go-to.
Someone on Facebook wants to know, how does it feel to be a new father?
Oh, feels amazing. Last night, I stayed at a hotel and actually got the full 8 hours of sleep, first time in about over a month. So, love him, but oh my gosh, not enough sleep. Not enough sleep is going on in our house, but it feels amazing. So next, we're gonna go into a flat bench press. So this, I'm gonna try to not rest as long. So I won't be able to use the same amount of weight that I was doing on incline. And plus, my muscles are a little fatigued now after doing all those heavy incline movements. I won't be able to lift as heavy. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go for around 10 reps here. Let me jump to the 90s and see what I can do. Even though it's still a bench press, I like to do somewhat of a warm up to get the range of motion right, because after going from incline and then flat, it's a completely different movement. So you wanna get your body adjusted to it before you go. If I jump to the 125-pound dumbbells right now on a flat, that probably would not be good on my shoulders because my body's not used to that range of motion yet. So let's go from the 90s. Yeah, that actually feels pretty good on my chest right now. So I'm gonna stick with the 90s for these sets. Now, if you're doing an exercise and it's feeling pretty light, just slow down the reps. You can make it heavier but actually get that mind muscle connection. Because those 90s, if I would've just kept going really quick, like I did on those first 5, I could pump out 15 to 20 reps. But what I did was start to go down a little bit slower and up slower so that I made those 90 pounds feel like, you know, they're 100 or something. So just went down a little bit slower and then really got that mind muscle connection.
Question from Facebook. Does MuscleTech need to come out with an egg white peanut butter flavored protein?
Okay, that doesn't even sound good. No, they should not. So MuscleTech do not do that. I don't like egg whites that much.
What is your favorite artist or band to listen to while you're working out?
Oh man, that's hard because I listen to a lot of remix trap music. So it's not necessarily any kind of like band that creates, it's just remixes. So when people ask me that, I'm like, I just get on YouTube and Google like a playlist of like some trap workout music, and it's just a bunch of random remixes, and that's what I listen to. That's what I like listening to. When I was younger, I listened to a lot of rock music and stuff, but now I just listen to more just like trap, so I don't know. I've changed over the years. Anything but country music. I hate country music. I don't see how people work out to that or even listen to it. I just don't like it in general.
You live in Texas, Abel.
Do what?
You live in Texas.
I know, I live in Texas, and before that I lived in Mississippi, so you would think I would like me some country music, but absolutely not. About to fall off this bench. Oh yeah, my chest is on fire now. Feels good. I like the burn. Like when you get a lot of blood into the muscle where it's hard to flex it. Yeah, that's what we're getting to right now.
Somebody on YouTube wants to know, how did you come up with the name Able Body Gym for Instagram?
Someone just asked me that on YouTube the other day. One of my friends came up with that. This is before Instagram and everything. So they said that I need to open up a gym, and they're like, you need to call it Able Body Gym. Because at the time I was really considering opening up a gym. That was my goal. And so I was like, huh. And at that time, no one was using their names on Instagram. Like no one had just their names. They had, you know, different like slogans or something. So mine, I was like, hey, why not Able Body Gym? So I created that, and now I think Abel Albonetti taken. And then all my stuff now is Able Body Gym, so I can't necessarily change it now, but it was a friend of mine that said I should open up a gym, and that's why I named it Able Body Gym.
How often do you train abs, and is it possible to get abs like you?
How often? Now it depends. When I was younger and stuff, when I really developed my abs, I worked a whole lot more than what I do now. I have a program on Bodybuilding.com, All Access. It's a 30-day ab program, and I show you what I do to actually develop my abs, what I did and stuff. Really great program, so if you want to check that out, that's on All Access. Now that I've actually developed my core and stuff the way I want it, now of course I can always improve, but I typically work abs right now around 2 to 3 times a week. But when I was really trying to develop them, I'd work them 4 to 5 times a week. So if you want to check that program out, you can. Oh, okay, next set. Let's go. All right, that feels good. I'm gonna do one more set, and we're gonna make it a drop set, why not? We already got the 70s and the 50s, so we're gonna do a double drop set on the last one.
Is it necessary to take creatine? If so, how much and when do you take it?
The necessary. Supplements are one of those things, guys, you gotta understand, everything else has to be together to get the benefits of all the supplements and stuff. Like, you have to get your diet on track, you have to get your workouts. If you're going to the gym not working out hard and stuff, you're sitting there on your phone, and you might be in the gym for an hour, but you're not actually getting in hard work. It's not gonna do anything. Supplements now, when you work out hard, get your nutrition, and you take supplements, yeah, that can be a big benefit. Creatine is a great supplement. It can really help you. I take post-workout the Hyper Build, and it's a great creatine product, and that's 5 grams, and I take that post-workout. So, supplements, like even protein powder and stuff, helps a whole lot if everything else is on, that level too. I like talking about supplements. Protein is a great way to actually build muscle and stuff, because a lot of times you're not able to eat enough protein throughout the day to build muscle. But with protein powder, you can easily just mix a scoop in a shaker ball when you're at work and just drink it, so you're able to get in that right amount of protein to build muscle. Creatine helps you get stronger. So when you get stronger, that will help you build muscle. So that's the reason why I say creatine is really good. I used to be actually scared of creatine when I was a teenager. I didn't want to take anything that was going to harm my body. Now, all the research that has been done on creatine, it's very safe to take creatine. And you get creatine in your food as well. Like steaks and stuff have creatine in it. Now, it's not a lot of creatine, but it does have creatine in it. So, creatine is a great supplement to help you build muscle.
A bit of a funny question here, but they want to know, what is the worst job you ever had?
Worst job? Oh my gosh, I've had so many jobs throughout my life. When I was a kid, I'm one out of 12 brothers and sisters, so my parents couldn't afford to actually pay for us everything. So anything we wanted to do, car, a cell phone, we had to pay for everything, right? I would say when I was 17 years old, I started to pay for everything. So my jobs were from cutting grass. I was assistant for a plumber, which was pretty bad. I did not want to be a plumber. So being assistant as a plumber, I worked for a wildlife place doing like trails and stuff. Lived in poison ivy for like 3 summers in a row, and I was just like an itchy, just infested poison ivy kid, because just poison ivy everywhere. But the worst one, I would probably say the plumbing job. It was pretty bad. All right, this is the drop set. So plan is to go to failure with the 90s, drop it immediately into the 70s, and then to the 50s.
Drop the beat.
So try to go to failure on every single one of these. belt to help me breathe a little bit more. All right, the 50s. Oh, man. Then as you can see in that last one, try to do as many partials as possible too. So after a hip failure, I'm just going just partials as many as I can do to further deplete that muscle. Whew. That's tough.
Do you typically have a pre-workout meal, or are you a fasted workout person?
No, I typically have a pre-workout meal for sure. Right now, actually, is a protein bar with some rice cakes, and I use the MuscleTech Grunt bars. Those things taste amazing, the peanut butter ones. So I take that, and then I'll go to the gym about an hour to an hour and a half after that. If I'm working out in the mornings, like let's say 8 o'clock, which I've not done in a long time, but when I was getting ready for photo shoots and stuff, I did work out in the mornings. Now that I will do fasted, but I will have my amino build and some glutamine first. So supplement wise is not fasted, but food wise it is. But I always like to have on, especially in the off season, when I'm trying to lift as heavy as possible, definitely try to have at least one meal before going into the gym. I work out normally around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So by that time, I have about 2 to 3 meals already in me. Whew. All right, so next we have incline bench, cable fly to a cable press. So this is gonna be superset. So just go to failure on the flies, straight into pressing. So more incline movement. Now, if your gym is packed, a lot of the times you won't be able to do the cable flies. So you could do this with dumbbells. Just grab some lighter dumbbells, go into a fly, and then finish out with pressing. But the gym is empty today, so we're gonna do the cable flies. And I like using cable flies for incline flies a little bit more than dumbbells, is because it keeps tension throughout the whole range of motion. Dumbbells, when you get about here, there's no tension anymore. It's only tension about right here. With the cables, it keeps tension throughout the whole range of motion. Not sure what weight I need for this. I'm gonna go for around 12 to 15 reps on the flies, and the pressing, you should be fatigued by that point, should be around 8. So stretch, squeeze up. Now into the pressing. I got like right at, I think 13 flies, so that's bad luck. And then the 8 of the pressing. I need to fix this bench. It's not completely even with the cables, and I could feel it each time I was going down. Whew. That is a good stretch.
Besides your own YouTube channel, what do you like to watch on YouTube?
Besides my YouTube channel, watch a lot of, which is so weird, just randomly, just like 2 months ago, I started watching like gaming channels. I don't know why, but I watch a lot of gaming, like live gaming feeds and stuff on YouTube, and then some fitness channels as well. I watch a lot of actually Bodybuilding.com workouts and stuff. A lot of the times when I'm thinking about workouts, like if I go to the gym and I don't have a workout, I will get on Bodybuilding.com and actually search for a back workout or chest workout and get some ideas. Now, of course I modify them because I do a lot of volume. So I will take a workout that's on Bodybuilding.com, but then add my type of volume to it and make it my workout. So I get a lot of ideas off of Bodybuilding.com's YouTube channel and stuff. There's a lot more out there, but man, I'm throwing a blank on far as who I watch on a daily basis.
Given your new obsession with gaming, are you going to start a Twitch channel?
I actually did start a Twitch channel and streamed one time and then just never have done it after that. I'm not a big Fortnite person, so that's the reason. Everyone wants to watch Fortnite. I've never played one game of Fortnite. So if I was playing Fortnite, yeah, I'd probably stream everything because that's what everyone's watching, but I don't know. I just don't want to be addicted to a game that much. And people say, once you play Fortnite, you don't go back. So I'm scared that I'm gonna get a dad bod if I start playing Fortnite. So might as well just keep away from temptation. All right, let's go into the next set here. You know what? The reason why it felt a little off, they have a little weight on this thing. Look at that. One chest is gonna be bigger than the other one. Oh no. We'll go up. I'm gonna do 4 sets of these, by the way. I don't think I've said that. Whew, that feels good.
Somebody wanted to let you know that you do not have to get a dad bod once you play video games, and TeamBodybuilding.com athlete Bajira is a prime example.
Oh. See, does he have a kid though?
He's going to.
He's going to, okay. 'Cause that's the thing. See, the kid already takes so much of my life, so I can't really give that much more in the game. Plus the gym, I'm really thinking something, you know, I can't really fit that in there.
When you were younger, were you a hard gainer? And if you were, what did you do to deal with it?
Oh, yes. I was a hard gainer as a teenager, definitely. My dad is a very skinny man. He can't gain weight to save his life. And I think I'm the exact same way, especially when I was like a younger teenager. I always had abs, so I never had the issue of being lean, but it took me a long time to actually gain muscle. I would say when I really started to pack on muscle is about my early 20s up until, I mean, I'm still putting on muscle, but it was really hard for me when I was a teenager because I could eat anything. I could go to McDonald's and eat tons of burgers, you know, pizza whenever I wanted, never gain anything. I think what really helped me a whole lot was working out extremely hard, because a lot of the time people ask me, like when they're a hard gainer, you know, what can they do? I tell them, you got to eat a lot, yes, but your workout's got to be, you know, extremely hard. You got to give your muscles a reason to grow. So if you're eating a lot, taking supplements, having enough protein, like protein powder, creatine, doing all that, you know, like having your aminos throughout your workout stuff, when you're doing all that, your body will grow. It's just a matter of how much work you're putting into the gym. All right, third set here. Let's go for it. But if you're a young teenager and you're not growing yet, like if you're in your teens and stuff, you know, all I can tell you is work out hard, eat a lot, and eventually you will start to grow if you're putting in that work. Now, hard gainers and stuff, you can take a mass product. MuscleTech makes some great ones and stuff. I never did that as a teenager. I just took a straight up protein powder to make sure I got enough protein in. But I just made sure I ate a lot of food. And then that's how I've been able to grow over the years and stuff.
What is your favorite workout day of the week?
Workout what?
Like workout day, favorite muscle group to train?
For me, legs, number one, and then back. When I was younger, of course, it was chest and it was arms because that's what everyone wanted. But over the years, I've really liked working legs and back because I feel depleted. Like when I leave the gym now, I want to feel dead. Like I want to leave that gym knowing that I gave it my all. And when I work arms, that is my least favorite muscle group to work right now. When I work arms, I feel dead. Like I can't lift my arms hardly, but I don't feel depleted, like my whole body being depleted like I do when I work back and legs, since they're such a big muscle group. So leg day, number one, and then back day, number two. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this other set. Like I was saying, with the more isolation movements, you don't have to rest as long. And then when you don't rest as long, it gets so much harder to do those reps and stuff because that blood hasn't had time to actually leave that muscle yet. So that's another reason why I like to shorten my rest periods doing the isolation movements.
Why do you typically like to train with high volume?
Man, that's a hard question. Why I like doing it, it's really that's what's worked for me. I've been doing it for so long. Ever since I started working out, I've always been a high volume person. And then you see so much research and stuff, people saying, you don't need that much volume. For me, that's the reason why I think I got my physique the way I do, because I like to push my body to its limits. So volume, going to failure on like every set, doing drop sets, triple sets, it's challenging. And I think that's the reason why I like it. And leaving the gym, I don't feel like I could have done more. Like leaving some in the tank, like leaving reps and not going to failure, it's a mind game. Like I just can't do that because I'm thinking, okay, I did 10 reps, but I could, potentially do 12 to 15 reps. I don't know how to work out that way. So I've always been like, just go all out, make sure that you're sleeping enough, recovering, taking your supplements, to help recovery, your nutrition's on point so you recover, and that's what I'm all about, and then just killing it in the gym.
What do you typically do for your post-workout meal?
Post-workout meal. Now, right after the workout, I'll take my creatine HyperBuild, so that's a creatine product, and then I will also take 50 grams. I know it's a lot, but right now I'm having a lot of protein because I'm in my off season. So I'm taking 50 grams of the MuscleTech Whey 100% protein powder. And then an hour later, I will actually eat a solid meal, which will be like chicken breast with vegetables and stuff. So I have my protein shake right after the gym, and then about an hour later, then I will have, a solid meal. Now, and then post-workout, I also have like a bowl of cereal. So some carbs, fast absorbing carbs, and I love having cereal. I'm addicted to cereal, like Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles, all that stuff. Any kind of sugary cereal right after a gym, that's what I love. Move this bench back here because next we're going into high cable flies. We're gonna do 4 sets of these for 12 to 15 reps, superset with press, and then straight into flat push-ups. So we're just gonna go on the ground and do some push-ups. I might actually do them on some dumbbells. We already have the dumbbell set up. The reason why I like to do them on a dumbbell or something is because you're able to get a stretch down at the bottom a little bit more, because if you're on a flat surface, your chest is gonna be hitting, so you can't get that full stretch. So I'm gonna raise up these cables. We're gonna go all the way up top. So high, so kind of about belly button height on the cables. All right, so we're gonna start off here with that weight. So to step out, I like to have one foot in front of the other just to make sure I can anchor my body weight down in the cables. Fly them together here. Stretch, squeeze. Okay. When I'm doing the pressing, I'm trying to go into kind of a neutral grip here. Kind of switch up the angles a little bit, because before we're doing the flat bench press, now I'm trying to do in a more of a neutral grip. Let's grab the dumbbells here. I'm gonna set them up about right there. If you're doing this, make sure you get heavy enough dumbbells that they don't tip over. You don't wanna, create an injury here. So I'm going down stretching. Oh yeah. Just go to failure on these push-ups.
Are you currently doing any cardio in your off season?
Yes, I am. Cardio in off season I think is very important because if you don't keep your cardio up, like right now I'm breathing pretty heavy, which if I was getting ready for photo shoots, if I was really lean doing a lot of cardio, I would not be breathing this hard, just because my cardiovascular system's not as strong as it was. But I still do cardio right now around 2 times a week. I was doing it maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, really before my son came along. I was doing it about 3 times a week, but now don't have that much time, but I'm still doing around 2 days of cardio a week. High intensity stuff, and then like 1 steady state, so just walking on incline treadmill, and then 1 session like bike sprints. So going like 30 seconds all out, 90 seconds rest, and doing that for like 8 to 10 times.
Do you typically like only taking protein after your workout, or do you use protein powder throughout the day?
Ooh, I take protein powder sometimes 3 times a day. Sometimes I'll have like protein pancakes in the morning, which is low carb, so I just have like egg whites mixed with protein powder and make some protein pancakes, and then I'll have it post-workout. And then I always take casein. I take MuscleTech's casein powder right before going to bed, and then I have a scoop of that, and then a half a scoop of regular whey protein, and then I mix it with peanut butter and have that at night, so that throughout the night my muscles are being fed some aminos and stuff to help, rebuild that muscle and stuff. So right now, sometimes, taking about 3 times a day. Protein powder is all about helping you get that protein amount in. Right now I'm having around 300 grams of protein, so that's a lot of protein. So if I had to eat 300 grams of protein from chicken or beef and stuff, egg whites, that'd be so much. But protein powder helps, helps get those numbers up there. All right, let's get another one. I'm gonna go up in weight. Last time I was able to pump out more reps than what I was thinking I was going to. You really want to focus on that mind-muscle connection when you're going in. So squeeze the whole time. You just don't want to pump through it, like actually squeeze that muscle that you're working. That is tough. That is real tough.
Are you currently incorporating any cheat meals into your diet?
Off season, oh yes, you better believe it. I've had to actually lay off some cheat meals because before, right when I started my off season, I gained too much weight all up front, and I was like really like puffy and stuff from all the carbs because I was not used to eating so many carbs. And so I had to kind of taper that. And now I'm having about a cheat meal about every week. Now, going into contests and stuff is completely different. Depending on how fast I'm losing weight and stuff, yeah, I'll throw in a cheat meal maybe once every 2 weeks. But when I'm really trying to get super lean, I don't do any cheat meals. It's all, you know, just clean foods and stuff.
What is your favorite way to have a cheat meal?
Favorite,
what food?
What food? Pizza, I'd have to say, is number one. Burgers too, but I love pizza. Love pizza. I think that's typically anyone that's been in fitness and stuff, they will always say like pizza or hamburger. Not too many people. I mean, I guess sushi and stuff is good, but I really crave pizza. I'm done with the amino build. So like I was saying, I just sip on that throughout my workouts. That will help the recovery process, and it actually has some ingredients there to help you get a pump as well. So that's the reason why I like drinking amino build throughout my workouts with water as well, to keep me hydrated as well. To keep, if you stay hydrated and stuff, that's gonna help your joints a whole lot. Because I know if I go to the gym and I've not had a lot of water that day, I'm not hydrated, my joints will seriously be acting up a whole lot. My shoulders, my elbows. But if I drink a lot of water and stuff, stay hydrated, it kind of cuts back on those aches. All right, third set here. Starting to fatigue a whole lot. That's what I want though. I want those last few sets to be extremely hard. That was tough. You guys have any questions? You better ask them quick. This is gonna be my last set on here. So just ask them down below and I'll try to answer as many as I can in between these rests.
Marcus on YouTube wants to know, when you're trying to lose weight, do you prefer weightlifting or cardio in order to increase your caloric deficit?
Oh, both for sure. You know, I lift weights no matter what, but I will do throwing cardio just to lose, you know, just to burn more calories and stuff, of course. You can do that through weightlifting, and I do that if I'm doing like circuits and stuff. If I'm really needing to lose a lot of body fat quickly, I like to do circuits. So I'll go in the morning and have my amino build have like some kind of caffeine, like a fat burner or something, a Hydroxycut, and then go to the gym and do circuits. So I will do like maybe 8 different exercises, but only go for reps. I'll go for like 15 to 20 reps really quick without resting in between those exercises, just going really quick. And I will do that, and that will help shred, that'll help you shred a whole lot. And then later on that day, I'll actually go lift and do like a normal workout, really heavy and stuff. So that will, the circuits and stuff is instead of doing cardio. Great way to, burn calories.
Pet Trey on Facebook wants to know, what are your thoughts on training twice a day, and do you do it?
Training twice a day, that is something that I've done for a lot. I mean, I used to, during the off season when I'm having a lot more calories, I sometimes will go to the gym for like 2 weeks or a week and do in the morning, lift really heavy. So if I'm doing legs, I'll do my heavy sets of squats for 5 sets of 5 reps, so something really heavy, and do the main compound movements. And then I'll come back that later on that afternoon, work that exact same muscle, but go for more reps, going for the pump and stuff. So I'll go in there and do like 15 to 20 reps. So I'm working the same muscle group twice in one day. That I have seen major growth. A lot of people can't do that because they don't have the time. They have to go to work and stuff. But I've been blessed to be able to do that. And I've seen some major improvements doing that. And I don't do it when I'm in a calorie deficit because my body doesn't have enough calories to rebuild. So I can hurt myself. And that's one thing you do not want to do in a prep, is hurt yourself, because that's just going to put you way far back. So it's not worth it to me to go in there and really push my body to that limit, because of course when I'm in a calorie deficit, I'm not going to really be building muscle anyways. So what I'm trying to do during a cut is try to maintain that muscle and lose body fat.
There's a debate going on in the chat. People want to know, are you team crunchy or team creamy peanut butter?
Crunchy, team crunchy peanut butter all the way. I will not eat creamy. It's not worth it to me. I like having that crunch. All right, one more set here. Let's get this done. Give me partials as possible. Whew. Let's go to failure on the ground now. Just to push it a little bit further. Now onto the knees. Okay. Now I'm stuck. Okay. Whew. That was tough. Oh boy. That was a killer workout. I have my phone over here because I was going to time the sets. Now when I work out, normally I have like a Fitbit or something on that I'm timing my rest periods. If you do not time your rest periods, I'd really suggest you start doing that, because I promise you, if you're not timing it, you're resting a whole lot longer than what you think you're resting. A lot of people, when they come up there and ask for my advice on how long I should rest and stuff, and then I tell them and I see them over there working out and they're clearly on their phone and stuff, and they're taking like 2 to 3 minutes rest, and I'm like, you got to actually time it. They think they're only resting about 1 minute. No. If you have time to check your Instagram and all that stuff, you're resting like too long. So keep a watch on you, keep the time, and then that will help you get a lot more work done in that time frame that you have. Plus it helps keep that blood into the muscle and keeps you, it keeps that pump going.
One final question. Someone wants to know, how do you stay motivated when you're in the off season?
How do I stay motivated in the off season? Well, for me, I know the off season is when I put in all the work, and that's when I'm going to be able to improve. Because, when I'm trying to lean down and get cut for photo shoots and stuff, I can only do so much. I can only get lean. I can't build muscle during that process, but during the off season, I know for me to look different next year, I have to put in that much more work now. This is when you're gonna be able to actually improve that muscle. So for me, it's motivating to know that if I want to look back in photos and stuff and see what I've done, I have to push myself during the off season more than really even in the season that I'm trying to cut. Because, like I said, when you're cutting, all you're doing is trying to lose body fat. You're not necessarily trying to build muscle. So that's the motivating factor for me, is knowing that's the only time I'll be able to change. So I like working abs in the off season. That's another question people ask all the time. Do I work abs just as much in the off season as I do when I'm trying to get ready for a show? Yes, because I'm trying to build my core, and working abs in the off season when I have calorie surplus is gonna help build that core. So that is the end of the workout, guys, and I think that's gonna be the end of the live feed. If you wanna check me out on my social medias, you can on YouTube at Abel Albonetti, and then on Instagram, Able Body Gym. Facebook is Abel Albonetti. And if you wanna check out the MuscleTech products, you can get on Bodybuilding.com. Pick up some amino build, all the supplements I was talking about, the hyper build, the protein powders and stuff. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in, asking all these questions. I hope you got something out of it. All right, guys, take it easy.
Hello, my strong friends, and welcome to my 8-week strength and muscle building program, Uplifted. This program is made to help you grow. Let's get lifting and get uplifted.
Gentlemen, when you think of an alpha male, you probably think of a dude who's big and strong. But in my opinion, a true alpha male is someone who also has the perfect balance of style and substance.
Welcome to my 30-day ab program. There are a lot of familiar movements, but there are plenty of others that you probably haven't seen before. You now have everything you need to build that six-pack you've always wanted.
Foundations of Fitness Nutrition is designed to be a comprehensive and applicable guide to help everyone make more educated choices about the food they eat.